Okay, so this is really impromptu. I don't really have time to test the audio. Hopefully, it's working pretty well. I have to use my headset right now, but I wanted to share this information live because it's important to see it in action in order to kind of get a feel for what's going on here. So what I want to show you is how to avoid getting ripped off by market makers and the algorithms that they run on a everyday basis, especially when you're dealing with options. So what I have going on here is I've pulled up my account. This is my public account, and we're gonna go to an option, and I'm gonna show you how I'm actually gonna be manipulating the price of a specific option by like 50% or more. Like I can manipulate it 90% if I want. And you could be getting ripped off by like that same percentage when it comes to pricing options when you're trying to buy or sell calls or puts. So I'm going to go into the very first option here, and I'm going to show you what kind of discrepancy. Look at this move here. It's up 2,400%, right, in a day. So what's going to happen here is currently the option is priced at 25 cents. Do you see that? It's a Robinhood option at 15.5 strike price. It's a put, and it's out in like 2 weeks. Okay, it's I think like the 13th or something like that. It expires on the 13th of September. And what's going on here is we're going to go to the bid and ask, and you see what's happening here. Let me see if you can see this. On the top left corner, you'll see the bid. There's two people that are trying to buy it for 1 penny, and or at least two hands waving up and saying, "Hey, I'll buy it for a penny." And then there are 1,568 hands saying, "Hey, I'll buy it. I'll sell it for 49 cents." So it's a huge spread, right? Enormous spread. It's a 48-cent spread. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to attempt to buy, right? I'm going to attempt to buy this at a penny or a 2 pennies, and I'm going to get front ran. All right. So a bunch of orders are going to show up right as I put mine in. A bunch of hands are going to go up. As soon as they say, "Hey, I'm willing to buy this for 2 pennies," we'll see how many hundreds of hands show up right at the same time and move the price from 25 to like 26. Currently it's 25, it's going to go to 26 or 27. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to say I'm going to do 5 contracts. Actually, let's do the other way around because it's more spectacular, right? I'm going to do the other one, the other way. I'll do this later. Well, I'm going to go from 48 to 40, from 49 to 48 cents. So it says right now that there are 1,568 hands saying, "Hey, I'll sell at 49 cents." So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try to sell one contract at um, one contract at 0.48. So at 48 cents instead of 49. And what's going to happen is all these contracts, all these hands that are saying, "Hey, I'll sell it for 49," they're all going to try to front run me, and I'm going to get lost in the crowd at 0.48. And we're going to manipulate the price of the option, which is 25 right now. It's 25 cents. So here we go. Preview order. I'm going to get credited $47.98. I'm going to put up as collateral 1,550. So here we go. Submit. Now it's not going to execute, of course, because that's so far away from the true price of the option. And here's exactly what happened. Look, all these people that were the 1,500 hands that were at 49 cents, they're now at 48 cents. Okay, let's see if we can go further. We can manipulate the price of the option. You guys see that? All of them, they went to 48 and the option didn't execute. Now we still have one person willing to buy it for a penny and 1,508 willing to sell for 48. Now let's replace the order. So we're going to cancel that order. You can see this, right? Okay, good. And then we're going to try to sell not at 48, but 0.47. And now we're going to see all these 1,500 hands go to the 0.47. The 0.47. Okay, so there we go. Instead of 1,500, it's 1,300 now. maybe they automatically, the algorithms, they automatically decrease so they don't take as much risk. And let's see if we manipulated the price. Yep, it went down to 24 cents. Now the price 24 cents. I can manipulate it further down, right? Let's go to, instead of 47, not even 46, let's go to 45. So we're going to replace. Okay, one option. That's perfect. Go to 0.45, 45 cents. Preview order. Oh, oops, 0.45, not 45. That's never going to execute. Okay, 0.45. Preview order. Submit, and watch this upper left corner here. It's going to go from 47 to 45. And let's see how many orders. Right now there's 1,539. So submit. There you go. So 1,507. All of them move to the 0.45. And the price of the option now should have been manipulated even further down by a penny or so. There you go. It's at 0.23 now. All right, let's be even more drastic. So 0.23 basically does the mark. It's the middle between the bids and the asks. Okay, so how many hands are the bids? How many hands are saying, hey, I'll buy it at this price, versus how many hands are saying, hey, I'll sell at this price? That's what the mark is. That's kind of the price of the option. Okay, but basically no orders happen at the mark. They either happen at the ask or the bid. All right, so let's see these 1,537. Let's see how far down this algorithm is willing to push the price, right? So let's go replace the order, and I'm just doing one contract. So with just one hand, right? I'm just doing one hand saying, hey, I'll buy it at a lower price. I'm getting immediately front ran. So what's happening here is, let's do another more extreme, right? Let's go, so instead of 0.45, let's go to like 0.35. Okay, we'll just drop the price by 10 cents, which will move the mark down by another 5 cents. So 0.35. And I'll tell you why this is so important later. So preview order, and watch in the upper left corner now, it's going to go from 0.45, 1,500 contracts, ask, to like all of them move to the 3.5. There you go. Do you see that? So 0.35 right here. And now it's like all the 1,500, it's actually 1,434, moving down to the ask. And let's see how much we manipulated the price, the mark price of the option. It's all the way down to 0.18 now. And I'm doing this live, right? There's no market's still open. It's 12:31 on the West Coast PM. So market's open for another 28 minutes or so. All right, so I can keep going down. I mean, because the real price of the option is probably around, it's probably around like 5 cents, like 2 to 5 cents. Okay. So I know this because I know the company, I know how the option pricing goes, and where the true like price, kind of is. But with people who don't know that, right? They say, let's say they want to buy a put at 2 weeks from now, they want to go short on Robinhood, and they might actually end up buying, right, what the algorithms are offering, which is like the 49 cents per option, which is extremely expensive, right? It's like 25 times the price. But the computers, if there's no market there, if there's no regular people there, it's just the market makers algorithms substituting, they're providing liquidity, but at what price, right? They're asking actually 25 times the real price of the option. It's insane, right? It's like saying, okay, well, we don't see anybody buying milk at the store, so we're just going to put this one, we're going to put like 1,500 gallons of milk, and we're going to price them at $300 per gallon, right? That's essentially what they're doing. And I have to show up at the store, and what I'm doing is like, hey, I want to sell my gallon of milk for $100, and all of the 1,500 gallons that are being sold for $300 immediately say, no, buy ours for 100. We'll also sell it for 100. Like that's what they're doing. Okay. So I have to keep dropping the price, right? It's to find the true value of the gallon of milk. But if I didn't show up at the store, okay, if I'm not up there, and if I'm not offering the options for a cheaper price, that price would still be at $300 per gallon. Okay, so it's a huge ripoff. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna manipulate it further. Watch this. Okay, let's go to, let's see, what is it, 0.35? Let's go to 0.25. 0.25, just to show you that it's a big ripoff. And I wonder when the algorithm is actually willing to like stop front running me, right? So let's see, at 0.35. It's at 0.35 right now. Let's see if we can move these 1500 hands down to 0.25. Submit. There we go. We moved them. All 1500 of them immediately got in there. So now I'm lost in the crowd, right? 0.25. Price of the option, the mark is 0.13. We dropped it another 5 cents. I'm willing to bet that we can drop it down even a lot further, right? Because I think the true value of the option is anywhere between 1 and 5 cents. So I'm pretty sure that I can drop it to 0.10 and be totally fine. And I wonder if these hands, the algorithm will follow me to there. So let's see, replace order. Okay, one contract, 0.1, so 0.10 basically. I don't have to write down the zero, but I did it anyway. So let's see what happens here. Pay attention to this. Oh, look at this. All of a sudden, 600 hands showed up to buy it at 1 penny. Oh, very interesting, right? So I'm basically breathing life in here. So the algorithm's probably thinking that there's a lot of activity here. So they're trying to like actually pump some liquidity. Okay, so 10. So let's see if we can get this 10 bucks. Okay, I bet you they'll still follow me. They won't do it. All right, so $10, 15 and 50. Let's see. Yep, they followed me on all the way to 10. So you guys remember in the beginning when I first started this video, this was like 0.49, right? We dropped the price down by 5 times. This is 5 times cheaper, right? It was 50, now it's 10. And look, same thing. They front run me. They won't let me execute, right? They won't let me front run the market. So the algorithms are always going to be there in front of me, and I'm going to be getting lost in the crowd. If somebody comes in and actually buys this for 10, that's a much better price, right, for them. If somebody buys it right now, I'm basically saving them $40. All right, they're only spending 10. Okay, so it's just the greediness of the market makers here, and they won't let me front run. They won't let me like be cheaper, right? So basically, it's saying, hey, we're selling at $50 per gallon. I show up at the store. I say, I'll sell my milk for $10 a gallon, and then they immediately all drop the price to 10. It's like, no, you won't. You won't make any money. So I can leave this up all day, and even tomorrow, and you probably won't execute, right? But I'll just leave it. Say done. Okay, I'll leave it just in case somebody wants to purchase put options on Robinhood for a couple weeks from now. They can do it cheaper, at least at this strike price. But anyway, I just want you to be really aware. Look at these 600 hands now want to buy it at 1. I just want people to be aware. Oh my gosh, I haven't been showing you. I have to show you. Okay, there you go. So here it is, the 10. I can't believe I didn't switch over. Well, I'm not going to redo this video. I'm just going to show you here. So place an order at 10, and here it is. They front ran me 10 cents. 1,370 hands want to sell this at 10, and then 600 want to buy it at 1. And if I go to buy it at 1 or at 2, they're probably going to follow me up, because it's kind of risky, because I think the option is worth somewhere between like 1 and 5 cents. So it might actually execute, and I don't really want to execute at 2 cents. I would execute at 1 cent. But maybe we can try it just for kicks and giggles. Maybe we can try it. Let's see, buy to close. I don't care if I lose $5, whatever. Just for this demonstration, okay? See if I can lose $5. So we're looking at the green bar here, which is the 615 open interest, called open interest. Basically hands saying, I will do this at this price. And then somebody has to match them up in order for that transaction to occur. So that's what open interest means. Except over here, the open interest says 69. Maybe it's 69 participants, not actually hands that are being opened. because I don't know why else this number will be so off. Okay, so buy to open. Let's see, one of the contracts. Oh, we can just do, okay, one contract at 0.2. I'm sorry, 0.02. So I'm going to try to basically buy it for $2, currently priced at $1. Price of the option is now 6 cents. I've dropped it down to 6 cents from the original 24 level mark. So let's see. And I've done this, right, just now. Okay. So let's see if I can buy for $2. So this might raise the price up to like 7 cents or something, unless it executes. So there's actually a chance that it executes here at 2. Let's see if I can front run these 612 hands here, okay? All right. Collateral released, okay. Submit. And let's see if I can open up one contract. It didn't execute. I moved 271 hands up to the 2 level price, to the 2 penny price. And that probably bumped up the strike. Oh, it didn't bump it up yet. Okay. Maybe I need to do another cent. Let's see if I can manipulate. Let's see if I can find a price level where somebody would actually buy this option, or the algorithm is willing to buy this option. Okay, because clearly there's nobody participating in this contract right now but me. Somebody might come, but let's see. I replace this option. How about at the 3 cent level, 0.03? Preview order, submit, and look. No, the algorithm is set to stop at 2 pennies, which is pretty much like, that's kind of low, right? So I'm the only person, see this one contract here, it says 3 pennies times 1. I'm the only person bidding up this contract to 3, and we moved it a cent, just like we said. Moved it to 0.07. So now I'm manipulating the price upwards of the contract. So I am literally the bid, the sole bidder of this contract right now, and I'm one of 1,416 hands willing to sell at 10. And because the true price of the option is somewhere between 2 and 5, the algorithms probably will not want to participate. The virtual market makers will probably not want to participate in that price range. So it will be a much like truer representation of the price. So they just want to scam people right on the very far edges. Okay, I'm just going to leave it up there, and I'll be done manipulating the market, putting it at 7 cents from 26. So now the difference between the bid and ask is not as large. It's only 7 pennies. So I've single-handedly reduced the spread. I have made it more fair and less of a ripoff. And I'm just basically running a discount market maker at the moment. Okay, I'm willing to bid at a certain price. I'm willing to sell at a certain price. It's a little bit closer together. So you can be your own market maker like this on these options, but you're not going to be ripping people off as hard as the big boys are. Look, somebody's 1,400 contracts. There's no way. There's no way I'm going to do that kind of numbers. All right. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Or at the very least, it was very informative of how you can manipulate the market, how you can give better deals to people where it's still a deal for you, but it's more fair, right? It's like you're still providing liquidity, just like the market makers are, just not at such a huge disparity. It's what I'm doing right now is basically saying, hey, I'll give you milk at $10 a gallon, but the true price is probably like $4. Okay, and I'm just leaving it out there, but the market makers also leaving it at $10, right? There's like another 1,400. But in the low price, I'm saying, hey, I'm also willing to buy milk for $3. If somebody's willing to buy me milk for $3, I'll buy it. I mean, sell me milk for $3, I'll buy it. So far, no one has, and it's been a couple minutes. I'm still the sole bidder here. One bid at 3 pennies. Okay, so I'm trying to buy milk at $3. No one's selling it to me at $3. So we know that the actual price is somewhere between 4 and 10, it's probably closer to 4 than 10. I'm actually suspecting that it's probably even below 3, except the market maker is not willing to entertain that price because it's not worth it to them, right? It's not in the algorithm. So they're not willing to entertain that, but otherwise they probably would buy it because eventually the smoke is going to spoil and be worth zero, at least if my predictions are correct. But there's always a chance that it pays off. So, anyways, I hope this was informative. I'm glad that I was able to do it live. I'm probably going to post this video right now. Sorry for the headshot during the middle of when I was doing some of the bigger manipulations. But if I cancel these contracts, I wonder if it will actually go back to like 24 cents. Let's see. Or the market maker, I think they're actually going to stay there because they know that there's a market for it. They might stay there because they don't want to risk the chance of getting like okay. So let's cancel this trade. Cancel order. So let's cancel this one. Let's see what happens to the price. The option probably won't move. Oh, look at that. It's about the same. If anything, because I canceled this order for 3, look, now all of a sudden there's interest for 2. Okay, so this algorithm is like playing around my moves right now. So it's a lot closer to the price. Look, it dropped the ask to 9 pennies and we moved the bid up to 2, and I'm completely out of the game now. So I've just manipulated the price and I'm out of the game. So this happens on the daily. It went from 26 cents today. This was me. This was me. This was me. This is me. This is me. This is me. And now it's at 6 cents. So there we go. Oh, shoot. I'm showing my face again. Damn it. All right, so there we go. 26 cents. We decreased it to 25, then 24. Then we dropped it all the way down to 13, then 6, 7, and now it's 6 again. And here's what happens now. Look, there's now 1,000 algorithmic hands wanting to buy at 1 penny and wanting to sell at 9 pennies. So there we go. We've done our job. We've made the markets more fair, a better deal for everyone, and I'm out. I cleaned my hands, 0 transactions made, but I did make the market makers make a move that they probably didn't want to. So there's going to be less people getting ripped off on the price of these options. I'm not doing this like a Robinhood type of scenario. Like if I could sell an option for that price, I probably would too. What I'm saying is like that's really outrageous. I just want to show you how you need to know for the actual price of the option or the value of it, so you don't get ripped off yourself. Like that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like I'd probably rip you off too if you're willing to sell. If you're willing to buy that option for 50 cents or times $150, I'd probably sell it to you, right? I would sell it to you because I don't even know who you are. You're just a faceless, market participant. You could be a market maker that's like got a bad algorithm for some reason. Of course, I would do that action, but I want to save you from falling into that trap. Okay, like I'm trying to set up traps, and they're setting up a bunch of traps around me. So I'm trying to set up like more fair traps, but they're in there too. Oh my gosh, look at this. There's like 2,000 now. This contract is just popping off right now. Look, there was 0 action in this contract, and I now I've forced like over 2,300 hands to be participating in this contract at a much closer spread. This is now a hot contract. So anyways, you can manipulate the market. Market makers are not the only ones who can do that. So I just proved it to you right there. But anyway, stay away from, make sure you always know how much your option is worth. Don't be fooled by like, oh, this pricing. Don't automatically hit the bid or the ask. Don't do any market orders. Always do a limit price and know the value of the options before you execute, before you press that, proceed or buy or sell button. Okay, really important. If you have any questions about what I just done, comment below. I will answer them, and I can do a follow-up video explaining something that you want me to explain further. But I think I'm glad I was able to do this live, and and show up. All right, comment. Bye.